This is my Kenmore Whispertone Canister Vacuum. I picked it up at Goodwill yesterday for $25. Altogether, a pretty good investment. I've been looking for a canister vacuum that works good, just the canister part, because I already have a power mate from an older canister vacuum that worked very good. It only came with 2 attachments, but from past canister vacuums, we've kept attachments, and we were able to restock this one. None of these came with it. I restocked with my own and put the others in storage. But the power mate needed work. It did not sound good when I first powered it up. The motor was seized up. So I turned to this one, I plugged it in, and the belt was bad in this one. It had just started to fray, and I used it a little while ago and it was fine, so that just happened. And if you look closely at the wand ends, this is the black one, and this is the green one. I just switched the hoods and the belts. And eventually, from switching all those parts, I got one that worked very good. This is the bottom of the one that came with it, and the brush did not have a beater bar. So I can barely turn this because the motor just sucks. And yeah, there's no beater bar, which I wanted. I don't know if that's what it's called, but this is what I'm talking about, the green beater bar. See, this one turns nice. And yes, the brush roll looks kind of dirty, and I probably should clean it. And it's probably worn out, and whatever. You know, it works good, and that's all I care about. See, this is the old one. So, from working on that, I got a good canister vacuum that works great. That's all I asked for. Before this, I was using my Panasonic upright, which is right here. It's a very good vacuum, but I always think that upright vacuums are always limited on what you can go under and around. And the fact that this is a commercial model and it did not come with any attachments or hoses. So I found a way to use cardboard and duct tape. Eventually I switched to aluminum and duct tape, but I adapted an old Kenmore hose to fit with this so I could use these attachments with this vacuum, and it worked very good. The problem was, because it was duct tape, I had to constantly redo it and cut more pop cans up, and it just became a weekly job because if I let the adapter sit in the vacuum for any period of time, the duct tape would unstick and it would fall off eventually. But luckily I found my Kenmore canister, and I will no longer have that problem because I have a top-of-the-line vacuum. I really like Kenmore. You know, there's only one problem with this, and I knew it would happen. It needs a new plug. It's starting to fray. And that's common with older vacuums. But, I have some dirt over here to pick up for you on my precious rug. Oh, I almost forgot. I still have, for my old model, my PowerMate Junior, and it still works pretty good. And I used that. But I'm going to hand the camera to my little brother, and I'm going to demo vacuuming up this dirt. performed very efficiently. There's not a bit of dirt on here. See, with weak vacuums, you'd probably have to carpet clean after something like that. But this one picks up every piece of dirt. And it fell over. Well, that's because these things never last. People just pull the handles down. But I never use those things anyway. I've lived with the fact that they don't work hardly ever. But it's a very nice vacuum, and I've been cleaning it for the past 24 hours since I've had it. Oh, and I almost forgot. The front came with this thing attached to it. It was a button to press this little button, and it's supposed to be more convenient. You know, it doesn't hurt your thumbs or pinch you or anything. But when something like this breaks, it actually becomes an inconvenience. So I had to break it off. But that's pretty much all the work I had to do with this vacuum. It sounds really good. And I'm glad that I own one finally. So this is my Kenmore Whispertone Model 116 Canister Vacuum. Thank you for watching.